starting.
Screw you, man. What are you talking?
You! I'm doing my part, you do yours!
I want to slam my head into a brick wall.
Oh, wait, we're recording, guys.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Start the intro, you idiot!
Yeah, we gotta love that grade A acting. Alright. Hello there. Welcome to the Dunderheads podcast, episode 5. We're late on recording this. So shit. So today I have Jack.
Yep.
And I have Cole.
Hello.
So Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Before we started this recording, you said you had a conversation topic, and I'd really like for you to talk about it. Tell me about it.
All right.
Yeah, really go in depth with it, man.
So,
I got my water.
We were thinking about us doing Let's Play videos. Now, because of the awesome guys coming into town and ruining everything, I was wondering how we're going to do that, because you said you wanted to have it where we like sit next to each other and we record all our faces and we play the game, right? But then there's also, because today I was testing out some stuff on Steam, not sponsored, and there's the remote play we can do, which works on Stick Fight.
The Who guy?
What?
Huh?
You said the Who guy earlier? The Who's coming into town?
The awesome guys who are COVID, you idiot. It's a code. You dumbass.
Oh, just say COVID. I'm stupid, okay.
You're that stupid.
Well, why don't we all just wear masks? And also, if you look at Unis Honest,
Yeah, okay.
they're doing things in person now, and they're not getting hate.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
And I've been tested.
you've been tested.
Like, I have been genuinely tested. Thing up nose, I am corona-free.
Alright.
woo.
But still, we could still do the remote play and stuff, and if that doesn't work out good enough, we can always go to the... Come over, we play games, we record it.
I had something I was going to say, but it slipped away.
Way to go.
Oh, I mean, we already have to do meetings. Like,
Yeah.
people who watch this know that.
Yeah.
And that requires us all to be close together. So, in the end, it would be all good if we all just met up. Sorry, I just had dinner. I just got off work, so my burping is fun.
Alright, so... What are some games that we should be playing on the Dunderheads channel?
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Christian.
I hate myself. No, you got Welcome to the Game too.
I do.
That's something I think that we should do. We should definitely play Stick Fight.
Definitely.
And how would the face cam work?
We would just record. Wait, so if it's if we're doing it over internet, then we could just record through Discord. And if we were to do just the face cam stuff, we would just have my camera facing all of us, and then we could just crop each of our heads out into it.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could just have two cameras set up to record two parts of us, and then two people could be in one camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to say for our small audience here that sorry for the late uploads that we've been doing. It may be summer, but we are still working hard on the game. And I have a job. A lot of people that work here at Dunderheads have jobs outside because we can't exactly make a living off of this yet because we don't have any funding besides our jobs. So that's pretty much what's been going on with us. But we're doing our best, and hopefully in the future, if we start working better on finances and making a profit here at Dunderheads, we can upload more.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's get back to the point. So,
Alright.
I just thought of, but like, if we were to do the gaming stuff where we just let's plays and stuff, if we were to do just singular people playing one game and then we just record them playing that game by themselves, then we could do the face cam. But if we're gonna do the four of us or like co-op or stuff like that, we should definitely just do no cam. Because
But
the
why
face
not?
cam, the face cams would take up a lot of the screen, and we wouldn't be able to fit onto the.
No.
Not really.
Yeah, no. Do what we did with John whenever we're gonna play Smash.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
This games don't take too much space if you know where to put them and like you make them small enough, but to where you can still see people.
Yeah. Okay, it could work, but we still have to go like debate about which we're gonna go for and which would work, because we'd still have to do like testing on videos and stuff, like games. Like if we were to play Castle Crashers, we could like test out, see if the camera and all of us in it would be good enough for it, right?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Dude, like, there's a lot of things that we could do. Like, we have... The best thing working here, like, with the group we have is that everyone at the group has, like, something else that they offer. And I love just thinking about, like, how much opportunities that we have to work. Like, we have so many different things that we can do. Like, you can record. You have the best gaming PC, you know?
Yeah.
MK has, like, she has the record. She brought the microphone.
That I'm using currently.
Yeah.
It's a very nice
And-
microphone.
Very nice
And, you know,
microphone.
MK made our intro, just, this one right here. Just boom, bop. Yeah. Thanks, CJ.
She also
Um,
makes the art for the game. Well,
Mhm.
some of it. The other stuff Jack makes.
Yeah, Jack does a lot of, like,
Background stuff. Sprite. No, like block sprites.
Yeah, you made the walls and the background.
Yeah.
Well, I make the very rough placeholders, while MK makes the final products for like all the sprites.
Yeah.
and, John and Richard each are very good writers, from what, in my opinion, from what I know from them. And, playing D&D with John and growing up with Richard.
Yeah.
By the way, so Arizona, like, this is for you, Cole.
Mhm.
Arizona, she will here soon download the software on her computer, like she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever we can't have meetings, like, Jack canceled on us today,
Mm-hmm.
we can go over there.
All right.
The only reason that we didn't do that today is because
Don't include. We can't put in personal lives, Christian.
I was just going to say that she was graduating.
Who?
Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, COVID kind of messed up
Well,
graduation stuff.
Yeah.
That's still personal stuff.
I mean, not really.
Yeah, it's kinda. Whatever.
You
okay.
care. Okay. Alright, so, so Let's Plays is this idea that we want to work on, that's something that we're interested in doing. Hopefully you guys... what style would you guys want to do it in? Because whenever I think of a Let's Play that I'd want us to do, I'd think, like, Raccoon Egg style, like, or, Markiplier Funny Moment style, where, like, it's the gameplay and then it's, like, cuts through, like, the actual funny parts of probably a 4-hour-long recording. And then it's recorded and then edited to a hilarious degree.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think it
people
like
are still
depends.
just going to want the actual gameplay, not just us laughing our asses off.
Yeah, or maybe.
Oh,
Like-
no, Vanoss is doing pretty well.
Yeah, but they play multiplayer games and stuff. Like if you're trying to make do a story game, it's kind of hard to do stuff like that.
Yeah, like we're just there's one part where this girl's picking a cherry off a tree, and then it's us laughing to her like in a giant ass mech, and then her blowing up planets. Like,
what did I miss?
Yeah, what did we miss?
Yeah,
Like where's it in between?
it's difficult to do stuff like that for most games. Like there's a very few specific like instances where stuff like that works. like horror games, like where it's like indie style horror games, where they're usually very short and like very like bland. Cutting stuff out for there is like kind of like whatever. I wasn't missing anything anyway. But like if you're playing like an actual like well-made like indie game or like actual like AAA games made by like well-known developers,
most indie games nowadays are better than AAA
Yeah.
games. Yeah.
Yeah, but like for like quickly made stuff like game jam games and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense to like cut down. But like full-fledged games that like most people would want to see let's plays of, it's kind of hard to do stuff like that with. So I mean, we'd have to mess with it a bit to see if we'll be able to do that.
Yeah. In the end, it may just be cut down to like that being a funny moments panel.
Yeah, we could always do it to where like we make like the whole series, and then like you can like make funny moments like compilations of it if you wanted to. But I don't know. It just depends on the series, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that works out. But you know, of course, our main goal will be just making the game itself. But I think that the opportune time for us to record those videos is actually during break times.
Yeah.
Because we'd be productive on whatever day or two that we actually decide to start working.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse you. Yeah.
So there is something else that I think we should talk about for a bit because it has a lot more potential to be talked about here.
Yeah.
So we have a new series planning on coming out. The first episode is recorded. Jack's drawing the art for it. That's the only thing that's... After he's done with that, then CJ will edit it. We have a show coming out called Dungeons and Dunderheads. Because everyone in the group is a D&D nerd. And we just decided that we'll start playing D&D, you know, one-shots, and have Jack... This is mainly Jack's department. He's like the head of this endeavor.
Yup.
And he'll draw the art for it, and then, you know, color it and all that. And then send it to CJ. Send the video to CJ, and then he'll turn it into something.
He'll do something with it, definitely.
Uh-huh. I think that we should get a new intro for that series. Like, separate.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling. What if it was? Sorry if I talked over you, but I had a feeling we could have MK draw or animate an intro where it's us like around a board game table, and then we get sucked into the board instead of the computer.
Yeah, actually, no, I'm not even joking. I was thinking the same thing. It would be all 8 of us around a table. All 8 of us in Dunderheads, and then, you know, it would like... Or, even better, it would zoom into the board, or zoom into someone's brain, and then you would see what they were envisioning whenever they made a movement and rolled a d20.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd see, like, I rolled for fireball, and then you'd just see a wizard shoot a fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that that's how that should work out. I'll contact MK about that at some point.
Yeah.
Probably closer to when Jack is done with
Jack
animation.
How's that going, Jack?
It's going.
How much do you have done?
I've started working on just drawing like the sketches for the frames.
Because I know that you drew all the characters already.
Yeah, I just have to draw the sketches for the frames, and then after that, then I can draw the actual frames. Then I can trace them, but I need the program first.
So how do you know what frames you're drawing? Did I have a stutter? Did you make a list of
No, I'm just gonna go in, watch the video myself, and then I'm gonna just like pause it at a timestamp, draw the picture there, and then just put the timestamp on the paper.
Okay, so that you remember it. All right, yeah.
Yeah. Or well, no, so then I can But name that specific frame the timestamp, so then when I send it to CJ,
Yeah,
he'll know.
but you also gotta like look back and see the
Yeah, but
what
I'm gonna have
timestamp means what you're drawing, because you have 2.5 hours of drawing.
during the
I mean,
meeting.
probably get down to a little bit under 2 hours.
During the meeting, Cole mentioned how I could reuse frames. Where, like, if we're just, like, talking to someone,
hell yeah.
I could,
hell
like,
yeah.
just reuse frames of us just having our arms out or arms up or stuff like that.
I also
Well, yeah, have you ever seen the odd ones out?
I would recommend drawing characters like separately to where like you
And then I could
have
just edit
stock
them in there,
versions of the
right?
characters.
You could
Yeah.
have stock
like-
images, each, like, body emotion of the character.
Yeah, like, have you seen the odd ones out?
That's
Like,
what
that's
I
how he
think
does
you should-
things.
Yeah, I think that's how you should do though, Jack. I think you should just like draw like the backgrounds of specific areas, and depending on when we go into that area, you change it, and then you just draw a bunch of like reactions based on what we do, throughout the whole thing for our characters, and then just put them together in the background. That's what I think you should do.
Oh, look at Roll20. Here we come.
Because
Dude.
that would make it way simpler, because you could just make, like, for instance, when we're in the town, you could just use the same town background unless you need to, like, zoom in or something, like when we're at that house.
Oh, no spoilers.
Yeah, that's why he's saying that
Very
house.
light
Yeah, you know.
spoilers here. Oh boy, we're
or
in
like-
a town with houses. Who would have guessed?
Or, like, but then there's, like, the times that it would be, like, different whenever you're like, okay, I'm sorry, like he said to that one guy,
Mhm.
And, and then you could, like, put your hand on his shoulder and you're like, I'm sorry. Why are you sorry? I can't tell you. My
that
friends
was
are
definitely
listening.
Just like
highlight.
have him just like look over his shoulder, like just like his thumb pointing
You guys
behind
are like
him.
peering
Yeah,
through the
yeah.
door, like with very
Yes.
angry, like don't you do it? Yeah, that'd be funny.
Then moments like that would be worth it. I just realized
Definitely.
during this entire recording, there's been that picture in the corner.
What?
Oh.
No. That hasn't there. No, it's just this. It's just this.
Okay.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Jack is sharing his screen right now, but it's just a picture of the Dunderheads logo. But we can see more, and Christian was a little bit confused by that.
Here, watch this. I'll let them experience the great.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus, not the meme.
That's what I was talking about. Oh, I hate.
Yeah.
Dude, was that a CJ got to edit that in for this bit to make sense?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
We love you, CJ. I just want you to know.
CJ's gonna be so
Come on,
weirded
we
out.
appreciate you.
Oh God. We'll see you then. I'll be at the next meeting. I promise.
I just thought of this, but like, what if we at some point had like a D&D campaign that was literally just like the main characters of our games are like we fought Vogue.
I mean,
We could
maybe
do that.
We could do that.
we could. I mean, we could
Vogue would be
always
the main
like.
boss.
Oh yeah, but then who would we want to win? Like you got a whole thing there now. It's like, oh hey, it's the main protagonist of our game that we've been working our asses off of. Kill him.
I mean, why not?
End his life now, or
What
else.
challenge rating does he have, dude?
XP.
Like,
XP.
is he a Trask level being or is he a orc?
I'd feel like he should have like the same like maybe no.
What time in the game would he be? Late game Bog or early game Bog?
Yes, like
Probably
there's so
late
many
game.
different
Probably late
questions.
game Vogue.
Or does he continuously escape drinking new potions? And then the next thing you know, he's like, I got new fireballs. And you just keep getting pissed off because you think you got his power down, and then he's like, oh, hey, I changed elements. Sup?
Fight
Okay.
me.
He's like, oh, my weakness was lightning like 3 times ago. You gotta get with the program. Oh, my weakness is pebbles.
Pebbles. You thought
Listen.
since I had really hard like scale armor that you can just not
Listen,
damage
listen.
pebbles? No.
Two
It's the opposite.
seconds
Pebbles are the
ago,
only thing that
I had
damage me.
2 seconds ago, I had a huge weakness to pebbles. Now it's tissue paper. So, fuck off.
It's just something about how it feels.
I just imagine like Vog as a drunk now on like different potions from Baklovich. Like he's sitting there at a bar, like pass me another one, Doc.
I need another one. These guys have just discovered that pebbles do a lot of damage.
I need a pebbles resistant potion.
Oh, it's not tissue paper anymore, it's sprinters.
Please, we gotta make a reference to this in the game. Like in his bio, he's just heavily susceptible to pebbles.
There's a section of the game where like someone is just like tossing pebbles as like because they're bored, and the bog's like, "Oh no, my most dangerous enemy."
Oh god, I'm crying.
He's just walking through town, he steps on tissue paper, and he dies immediately.
Oh god.
Or he gets like a pebble stuck in between his toes. He's like, "Oh no!"
Oh no.
And he just explodes.
No, I love the idea that like he just finished the final boss and he's about to finish his job, and then he steps on a pebble.
It's like, oh no, my race
From the
now.
rubble, from the rubble he created from destroying everything. It's his fault.
Man, I should have been more careful of what I destroyed.
I love how vague we have to be. Just pure vagueness.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We don't want to spoil too much.
We really need to get a lot more done the next meeting we have.
Yeah, I mean, we got some good progress done last time.
Yeah, Arizona helped a lot there.
Yeah.
She had the brilliant idea that we never did of, labeling all of our code.
Well, I mean, we had like chunks labeled, but we really need is like tiny sections labeled instead.
Of like what? This does that, that does this.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, exactly that.
Gotcha.
Because, like, eventually you reach a point where you have so much code that, like, you look at it, you're like, yeah, what did this do again?
Yeah.
Then you run that program and it's just like, oh yeah, it makes him upside down when he shouldn't be.
And then, some code might be accidentally, like, interfering with other code.
Yeah. We might need to just rework a lot of it.
I was really thinking...
I could just delete it all.
Like,
we could start
deeply... Yeah, I was deeply thinking, actually, and I somewhat wonder if we'd benefit if we started, like, from a clean slate.
I don't know.
I mean,
okay, this game has been in progress since November of 2019. I don't want to do this. It would hurt me physically.
Well, listen, we don't have to start a clean slate. What we could do is like, we could make new sprites. We could,
we don't really need new sprites.
And we could do new code.
And
then we could just make it another file. Okay, and if we don't like what we did there, we can go back to the old file and just keep working on that.
Keep in mind, this is, it's actually starting to, I'm starting to understand now, like, as closer time's coming on. The dream release date of releasing it after we graduate our senior year, Jack, is, like, pretty hard.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it might get easier though because of what Jack.
It all depends. It all depends on how much better we get, Cole.
Well, no, it's about how
definitely.
better I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, Jack is going to a programming classes.
That moment whenever Jack becomes a programmer and an animator.
No, not animator.
Hey, man,
just artist. I just draw things. I don't animate your shit. I mean, well, except for this shit that was animated. And it's just
it's more animatic that you're doing.
It's animatic.
Yeah. It's just like a pile of crap that just has like stink lines and flies.
I think you did a good job.
I mean, I actually think it looks really cool.
Yeah, what you've done so far looks really good.
Yeah, it's just I have trouble doing some things.
Jack can't handle compliments ASMR.
No, it's not that. It's the fact that everything else looks well enough to me, but like, heads, man. They're so difficult.
I think you did a good job.
I can't. It's like I don't know. It's weird because like when I try adding hair to something, it gets a little harder because it messes up the shape and stuff, and I'll just have to get used to it. And blah blah blah.
Well, yeah, that's
Art
everything.
stuff that no one cares about. All right.
That's literally everything that anyone ever does. You have to do it to get good at it.
Yes.
Dude, you think that I was? Dude, I'm sorry. Like this is pre when Cole joined because Dunderheads was around for like 2 weeks before I was like, "Hey Cole, coding's a bitch."
You know,
And,
it
like-
immediately solved a few problems.
A few,
Listen,
not all.
you spend 2 weeks getting tunnel vision. Fuck, eat my ass. No. Whenever I started, I knew nothing about coding. I didn't know what a language. I didn't know what the language was when I started coding. I just fucked around with it, and like, I followed the tutorial from that dude, like Sean Spalding, and
I don't remember what his name was.
yeah, that dude helped a lot. But then there were things that he was doing that I didn't want to do, and I had to fuck around with code to get to that point. And, this was early on, so it wasn't like anything happened. Like, I had the walls, the collisions, I had, jumping, gravity, stuff like that. But it was hard as shit to get the camera working and all that. And, eventually, that's why people got to have multiple coders, because tunnel vision. But
Oh, definitely.
I'm a lot better now than I was whenever I first started. Like, I can reasonably... still not professionally taught coding, but reasonably understand the code and then figure out how to fix it.
Well, I mean, every coder probably has a problem with, like, why the fuck does this not work when it should?
Yeah, no.
That's literally memes about it.
Yeah, like, literally every single coder, the best coder, like a professional coder, I guarantee you they still look up what to do sometimes.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Like,
There's just so much to do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no doubt about it, that he has to look up the shit to do this shit.
At least to
I-
remind him. Because he might actually know it, but it's like he forgot because there's so much you gotta remember and know.
Oh, dude, yeah,
to code,
especially with
that
Delphi.
he'd just be like, yeah, that he'd have to relook it up just to remember what he's doing and be like, oh yeah, that's what I do, and then do it.
Yeah.
For people watching, we use Delphi. It's Game Maker Studios. It is a low-level pseudocode of C++, where it's basically the language of C++, but it's got a lot of built-in properties meant for games. So like directions are already formed. There's gravity already pre-built in and stuff like that. Walk speed, HSP for horizontal speed and all that. But then there's like a whole bunch of properties that you need to use to like get by. But then you don't understand them, and you have to keep continuously looking up what they are. Because the amount of different kinds of image indexes there are, every single time that I have to flip an animation panel, makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah, it's
let's
very
not get too
difficult.
ahead of ourselves. I think, yeah.
It's very frustrating. Trust
Uh-huh.
us.
Let's just stick with it's frustrating.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's very frustrating.
Very.
Like, you type in the word image, and you get like 80 plus results for you want index, image index plus, minus, X scale image index, Y scale image index.
It's just so much you gotta like remember to do, and now we of course gotta go through it because of it flipping upside down whenever he jumps to the left specifically. Don't know what causes that.
No, specifically up and to the left.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Not even to the left, just diagonal up left.
Flips him upside down. I guarantee it's because of it trying to like.
The image index.
It has to be because of it trying to flip it to like because walking's fine. I guarantee that it being also a jump is what's messing with it. But of course we gotta figure that out and figure out why.
This would have been a great one to have Arizona in because she's a coder, and we're talking hella code right now.
Yeah. I mean, the beginning was more about like the series we were gonna put on the channel, like give people like content and also make a little bit of YouTube ad revenue because man, do we need funding?
Man,
Yeah.
Like, we so need it.
Yeah. We'll get there, but we
will.
really just need the next time we code to like figure out things. But
Yeah.
I would like to say, for what it's worth, there's another YouTube channel out there called the Runaways Podcast. And they wanted us to go on their podcast. They have like over 1,000 subscribers, and they just wanted to help us out. And for any of you watching, if you don't know who they are or you only watch us, then I'd recommend that you go over and check them out. Runaways Inc. That's what it is. And eventually we'll be on one of their episodes. And we'll probably, after we do that recording, have them come on one of our episodes.
that's the plan right now, at least.
Yeah. Anything else you guys have in mind?
So
wait,
I guess we could.
We're gonna. Wait, what were you gonna say, Cole?
Yeah, go ahead, Jack. Go ahead. You're good.
All right, so
Okay.
we're doing. Are we gonna be doing like whenever COVID's over and stuff, and like it dies down a lot more? Are we gonna have like when everyone's here at the meeting and stuff? Are we gonna have like people who are gonna be in the Let's Play episode playing during the meeting, and then having other people working at the same time?
That's probably how that would go down, I would
But
think.
then there's also the chance of interruptions because they have to ask questions and stuff.
Well, that's why originally it was planned as during break time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking in that earlier part whenever Cole was going, and I was like, what else do you guys want to talk about? I know for a fact, like deep down inside, because that was like the first moment of awkward silence that I can think of. CJ is going to add in that music.
Oh God, not that music.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
or crickets.
Or crickets.
It's one of the two.
It's either
It's
the
probably gonna be both. Now that we mentioned
it's
it.
either the Jeopardy music or crickets.
Dude, it's gonna like slowly get louder, or it's like gonna become ear rape. Like, god damn it.
Yeah, there's ear rape crickets just going on.
Now we know he's
Like the entire
we're getting
screen
very
is deep
angry at
fried.
ourselves for going quiet.
The entire
Dude,
screen is deep
you were
fried.
doing so good too. I think that was the first moment of awkward silence.
Oh, definitely.
You know what? Just because I'm so confident, if there's actually multiple CJ, put in the top right corner, right? I want a counter. All right, I want you to put a counter in the top right corner of every awkward silence that we've had so far. Okay? Yeah. Glad that we came to this agreement. Yeah.
Yeah, this agreement that he's not here to agree to.
Can you put a thumbs up next to my head? Yeah, that's how I feel.
He's gonna edit this out and just put like a screen that says like, yeah, we just kind of stumbled down into like a minutes of us just fucking around.
That would be such bullshit.
You do it though, just to save time.
Yeah, he could.
Uh,
You're very mad at the fact that he could just do all that.
no,
This
but
entire
he's
section is
so-
probably gone, or it's here and everyone's listening. Hey,
Hello. I mean, we
get
can always
stress balls to for the coders who are stressed
the,
out.
The one that we have right now is kind of
Yeah, the pug poop.
destroyed.
I've super glued it to the best of my
Hey.
ability.
I brought that pug poop. Don't judge
Bring
me.
in the other ones.
I
Yeah, we kinda
gave the
did.
other one to my girlfriend because she wanted it.
Oh, God.
We need it more,
Yeah,
Christian.
we more.
Just
Bros
take it
before
away.
hoes.
My bad. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just ask for my gift back.
Yeah.
Y'all ever gift someone something during Christmas and go, never mind, I want it more?
Listen,
All
if you
the time.
aren't man enough to get it back, I will steal it.
Do you even remember where she lives?
Yes, actually. I
Whoa,
do remember.
whoa, don't.
I'm not gonna say it. What do you take me for?
Yes, here's the
I take
address
you for a
right here.
madman.
I'm not. I don't even remember the address. I just know exactly where it is.
They're
Because
my girlfriend. I don't even know the
Listen,
address.
They call
I don't know the address, but I could get me there and Christian from where I am right
I mean,
now if I wanted to.
Because everyone watching, all three of us are neighbors.
Yeah.
We're the only neighbors in the group, so.
Just
All right.
it's easy.
Yeah.
And I'm also the only one
Yeah.
that I know of in this group that's good with directions. At least out of these three.
You guys, we got to make a vlog of this now. A vlog of us
What, the
walking
fu-
down. Of us all walking down to grab the pug.
Wait, the pug that I'm
I'd be
wait.
willing.
No, the other pug. The
Oh,
one that
okay.
I gave to
This
my
one's-
girlfriend.
This one's
I will
currently.
guide us.
I'm currently ripping off the super
Stop
glue off.
ripping it off. Okay,
You don't even know where your glue gun is to fix it after you rip it off.
Yeah,
Listen,
stop.
listen. I have blank person lending me another one.
Yeah, how about you just not rip it off? Because
I already
I
ripped
bought
off some of
that.
it, so too late.
Well, I will walk to your house mid-recording.
Yo, I want
And
to join.
don't think I won't.
My parents are asleep.
Oh, that sucks for them. I'll come in the back. And you better keep the door unlocked or you're getting yelled at.
Whatever. All right.
Hold on, hey Cole, can you keep this conversation going while I walk to his house?
No. You better not. Okay, or I'm stopping the
Yeah.
recording now.
I don't even know if I could. Not gonna lie.
Oh man,
I need to take topic anyway.
oh yeah, fine. I was about to actually go walk to his house.
Bruh, no.
I believe it too, but we need a new topic. We need to get back on the topic.
I'm back on the topic. So,
Yes.
so I actually am curious though. What are you guys looking forward to most with Dungeons and Dunderheads? Because that is currently our most ambitious project up to date. Do not have an awkward pause for long. Don't stop it. Stop it. Yes.
Cole, just be quiet, just to spite him.
I don't want to. Honestly,
Yes,
I'd
neither
rather
of us
not.
want this.
You
see, the
I'm
sole
kind of
reason.
excited to see how people react, like to how like I'm just hoping like people like how I'm having trouble putting it into words. Yes, actually, that is the thing. I'm trying to talk. I want to see. I like. Shut up! You're confusing me. You're making me stumble on my words. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing how people like react to our like the Dungeons and Dunderheads series. Like how if they like it, like they think it's funny, and like see if we can maybe even get people interested in Dungeons and Dragons. That's what I wanted to say, but I kept getting confused trying to just make sure I don't pause, and then you started talking over me, and it confused me even more.
I'm actually something I'm excited for. That's the first time they'll see any of our actual faces.
Oh yeah, that would be the first time to see any of your actual faces.
Mm-hmm.
I still think
They could be
Molly,
so
like,
severely
this is a little
disappointed.
off topic, but
You
also
said
on
you said her
topic.
name.
I hate you. I hate that. I hate the. I'm just trying to be so casual, and then I can't be because I keep forgetting we're recording this.
Cut this out, CJ. Restart the sentence there, Cole.
But I can't wait to see how people react to how similar MK. There we go. Faces that she drew for the podcast are so similar to how we actually look. It's shocking.
Oh, yeah.
She may have to,
I highly appreciate
at
it.
some point, edit in how different my hair looks. Since it's
It's not too much
growing,
different.
It's
Not
growing
too
rapidly.
Your hair is kind of outdated in your Dunderhead. Oh, I would like to say something that I find funny as hell. So we came up with the name Dunderhead. We're gonna both get into ironic and emotional here, so it's story time, boys. Strap in. But the name Dunderhead came from the closest thing to a dad I had. His name was Josh, and his nickname growing up to me was Dunderhead, and I always called him that. And so eventually, he alcoholic, and I knew it growing up, and he died of liver failure. And I named the company after him, or I wanted to, because he's the one that got me into gaming and nerd stuff.
That's a sweet story.
But the reason that we have these little heads is an accident, actually. Like these little heads that we have that represent us are not why we're called Dunderheads. The reason that we have them is because midway through the entire first recording of the first podcast, like if you watch back at it, MK the entire time was drawing the heads because she wanted something to do while we were recording.
Huh? That's it.
Just imagine.
Yeah, the MK story is interesting, but that's a sweet thing that you did, like naming the company after your like father figure.
Mm-hmm.
What about it first originally wanting to be named Face Nuts?
You see, we were in 5th grade and we wanted to be edgy.
Edgy?
my
I thought that meant stupid.
Listen, okay, but it wasn't supposed to even be like testicular nuts. It was going to be a face and then like nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
The whole point was to throw people off.
Yeah. Because we're stupid.
I mean, we are Dunderheads, but
Yeah. Good old point and wink.
But Jack, what are you looking most? We got a little off topic. What are you looking most forward to with Dungeons and Dunderheads?
Watching everyone who's playing struggling to adjust to playing in front of an audience.
It wasn't too bad.
Because I know me and you both had a hard time struggling.
Yeah. I'm usually more chaotic, but I knew that, like, especially since I'm a bard in that, where I'm going to be the one talking to the people, especially after what you did immediately, I knew that I just had to disassociate if we wanted to talk to anyone, because we needed at least one person who could be able to talk to people, and I knew that since I'm the bard, it'd have to be me, because I have the highest charisma. So I immediately just backed off so we could have someone at least reasonably talk to people.
Yeah, on that topic too. I'm not sure whether or not, it depends on whether or not the first episode goes good or not. But the second episode, I'm not gonna do the voice changer for my character. All right.
Oh, really?
I'm just gonna go normal.
All right.
But if people don't like that, then I'll go back to the voice changer.
All right.
The only reason why I'm using the voice changer because of the robot. If it wasn't a robot, I would have gone just my normal voice and then just made a voice to do it.
Yeah. To be fair, though, our chaoticness did show a little bit at the end.
Oh,
we're probably cutting that out.
There's a lot of that being
Most
cut
likely
out.
cut it out.
Most of it's being cut out. We were really tired at the end of it. We were.
You guys were. I don't sleep at night.
Listen.
I don't sleep at night usually either, but
no, it's just it's like
it got more to the point to where like you weren't thinking about it. It was more of just like you
It's
hanging
because we
out
felt
with
so
friends.
casual.
Yeah,
we were just
exactly
casualness.
We were just divulging to how we would normally play.
The reason I love Dunderheads so much, dude, like a really big part, like I really wanted to make it also because growing up, like a lot of people lose contact with their friends, and I personally have a lot. Like I'm friends with all of I connected a lot of you guys talking together because of Dunderheads.
Oh yeah, you're the reason that
no offense to all you
people
loners out there.
I know.
No offense to any loners out there.
Yeah,
we have friends.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I befriended everyone in Dunderheads before anyone else met each other. And
probably
eventually, yeah, because I knew MK in first grade and all that. But no, so the point of this was just I love working with my friends. Like if it worked out and this whole thing goes the way that I'd want it to, I would love.
It's we.
Yeah, the way we want it to.
Yeah.
You say it's my channel, me, our.
I listen. I'm just talking how I feel, and it works out the way we want it to. I would love to actually do this for a living and make a living having fun with my friends, dude. Otherwise, I wouldn't be maintaining a connection forever.
Yeah. Especially since a bunch of people that I know that you're friends with because of me are moving, like, out of state when they're like able to, because they just don't like it here. And I'm not gonna be one of them. I'm gonna stay here, but it's definitely that's what you're not wanting to happen is definitely gonna be happening to me, which is a little upsetting. But I mean, what can you do? People have dreams.
Are proof that long distance you guys can still be good friends.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about like still talking to them because that will definitely happen. but it's just a little interesting that you bringing that up made me think about that.
Because we're all getting older, dude. Like
Yeah,
we're all in that
absolutely.
transitioning phase, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Growing up sucks.
Oh,
Does.
definitely.
All you little kiddies out there who probably are watching, I'm not really sure.
I don't know what kids
Don't
are
grow.
watching our video.
Do not
Yeah.
grow.
Do not tell them to not do that. Stop it. That is bad advice. That's awful advice. That is god-awful advice.
I think, Jack, you should be the last person to give anyone advice, to be fair.
I imagine, like, whenever you said that, like, adult Caillou, and I just said, shut up. God.
Just an adult version of Caillou.
Dude, no, the whole series of it on, like, A-OK. It's so funny. Yeah.
Jesus.
But no, I actually did have a question for you guys before, I said my whole thing about Dunderheads, but how do you guys feel about the channel so far, and like how much potential do you guys actually see in it, or in what direction should we do with it?
I'm immediately gonna start this off. I'm amazed by how like well received that we've already our first video blew right out of the water my expectations immediately. Like I was like, oh okay, yeah, we're gonna probably get a decent amount of people to maybe come over from our Instagram or whatever we have. I can't remember. We have like a bunch more now, social medias. But I was expecting like maybe some of them to come over. No, we got way more than what was on our Instagram views, and like we got. My expectations were immediately blown out the water. I was like, we're probably gonna do pretty okay to start off, like nothing huge, like most YouTubers that start off. But no, blew out of the water my expectations. I think this channel definitely has the potential to go places based on that alone. That's just how I feel.
I remember that night later after, like, it was the night that we uploaded it, and it was 2 hours after it was uploaded. Like, 2 hours after it was first uploaded was, like, the highlight of it, and it had already gotten over 100 views after the 2 hours. And I was hanging with Richard, and I was like, oh, hey, have you seen the podcast yet? He's like, no. And just because I'm curious, how many views has it gotten? Because we don't have much of a following. And I'm like, dude, it's got over 115 views. He's like, I don't think I heard you right. Because he thought that my mic was messing up, and I meant to say 15 views. I was like, 115. He's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, we got really good reception for the first episode of the podcast. I was very pleased with seeing that. Like I said, expectations blown out of the water. I'm completely just like willing to continue this YouTube stuff, and there's clearly potential based on that alone, to me, at least.
Yeah.
What about you, Jack?
Well, wait, what were we talking about?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'll re-ask the question because Jack has brain damage.
You know what? Yeah, just re-ask the question, okay, so I can answer this time. Because you guys went on for so long, I forgot. Alright, keep going.
It wasn't even that long.
So, what's your opinion of the channel at the moment? Like, what potential do you see in the channel? Do you see it going places? Or what direction should we go with the channel?
Well, I mean, as we're doing it now, we're going in many directions. We're going in a lot of directions. And in some instances, that's good, because then we can, like, see what people like, see what they want. Like, oh, they don't want the podcast anymore? Fine, we'll stop. And then there's also, like, oh, they don't want Dungeons and Dunderheads? Fine, we'll stop, we'll do something else. And then there's, like, does it have, like, potential? Yeah. If we put a lot of hard work into it, yeah. Like, the Twitter page, CJ, I don't even know what he's doing on there.
Yeah, no one has Twitter in the group besides him.
Yeah, he's the only one messing with that.
One of us should probably get Twitter just to make sure he doesn't go off the rails, by the way.
I am the boss of Dunderheads. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that.
I'm going to do that as well later tonight, but then there's also, like, we should definitely, like, have just days like there's some times where like it's like a day where like we're all focused and stuff and we're working hard. That's good. All right, it's amazing to have that. And there are other days where we get off track and we start just messing around. That's also good because it's like a de-stress for when you get there. And then like we should have like longer break times and just like extend the amount of time that we're there, and then also like extend the amount of days that we're here for the meetings too.
I want
definitely.
to go to, like, I really want to have 2 meetings a week. Like, you have no idea how bad.
Well, aren't
But-
you doing that thing for that school?
You mean band?
Yeah, that.
Why?
Everyone, yeah. No, I am that's my, for everyone watching my life right now, chaotic as hell. I have a job. I work 5 days a week. I work 10 to 7s a lot now. I have band. I'm the section leader of percussion, so I have to teach a lot of new people. So that's that as well. And I also, because of I live in a poor house, I pay a lot of bills too, and I have to help take care of my little brother. And along with that, I have this. So I balance a lot in my day-to-day life, and I work really hard to maintain it, while also maintaining fun and a social life, which is the lowest degree of my priorities.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
I figured out how you can have 2 days of meetings in a week.
Yeah, because our meetings are very long.
Here's how we do
Yeah.
it. Here's how we do it. Dump your girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
It'd work. It would work.
I don't know about that one.
I
Chief.
don't think that would even work. I don't even hang out with her an entire day. Before and after I go to work.
Well, if that's the case, because if you don't just hang out with her just like for a full day, then we could like have like, because you live so close, then we could have like we just go and hang out with her for a bit, then come back and stuff, right?
I'm saying I do that on days I work. I hang out with her.
Gotcha.
Whenever I work, like on my short days of like 3 to 9, I hang out with her in the morning.
Alright.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah,
be
and then-
surprised by how little Christian can hang out with people because of all he has to do.
Yeah. When was the last time? The last time I saw you, Cole, was the last meeting.
Yeah, it's been a while, Becca.
the last time. Yeah.
No, it wasn't even the last meeting. Because the last meeting you had to go to work or something. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I couldn't.
So it was like a few meetings ago. That's the last time you saw me. So it's even longer than what you think. Yeah, it's been a while, Chief.
I love being busy. You see, that's the reason Dunderheads is so great, though. I get to put my social life in my work. that's my mix.
Yeah.
My casual hangouts are on recording.
Yeah.
That's the saddest part.
One time I do to see my friends,
You
or
need to get
whenever
some more
I'm
free
working
time.
hard.
Christian, you need to get some more free time.
Yeah, definitely get some more free time. Like, you need it. Definitely.
Yeah, you live a really stressful life. You definitely need some more free time, my guy.
Yeah.
I feel. You see, I'm 16 and I'm like already an adult.
Might as well be. Well, you have to like balance for like work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How's your guys' lives? You know, aside from Dunderheads. Actually, I am. If like we can cut this out if you don't want to talk about it, Cole.
Mhm.
But you're going to a school. You know, not you're saying any names. But you're going to a school for being a vet.
Yes.
So like, is there any particular? You see, I don't know how that exactly works. but
What works? Like,
how would you want to balance that? Like, if you were to stay in Dunderheads.
You'd
that's
probably
a good
have
question.
to.
I've
have to,
thought
like-
about it a little bit, like
Well,
where I'd probably be like how you do right now. Like on days off, like that's you usually do Dunderheads. So
Mhm.
that's how I feel like it'd be for me too. Like because I'm not gonna be a vet like right out of high school or anything, because I will have credits into being a vet because of the school that I'm going to, but I'm still gonna have to go for like a bachelor's degree for what I want to be, and like because I want to be a vet technician for those who don't know, it's basically a nurse for animals. And that's what I want to do, and you still need a bachelor's degree for that. So I still have to go to college for a while. So, I mean, it's still going to be a while till that happens, but that's how I feel like it would work out.
Yeah.
I think this has been a very good recording today.
Oh, definitely.
We've gotten a lot of conversation
minutes
topics.
in.
Huh?
We're only 55 minutes in.
Only.
Nice.
Only. I think honestly this is a good point that we could stop.
Oh yeah, probably.
Alright.
Yeah, we've got a good recording here. Any last messages you guys want to give out before I do the outro?
No.
None that I can think of right now, at least.
All right. Well, thank you for watching this episode of the Dunderheads podcast, everyone. We're working hard, and hopefully, as time goes on, you can enjoy what we make more. Goodbye.